Kirk Frost is the name on everyone's lips as Atlanta burns once more. The whole hip-hop community is shocked by Jasmine's recent shocking revelation that Kirk took $200,000 from monies associated with their kid in secret. The receipts she is teasing online support this assertion. Screenshots showing hazy wire transfers, mysterious remarks concerning missing funds, and rumors of the number of signatures is growing rapidly. Supporters are caught between incredulity and indignation. Rasheeda's response, however, is the one that has everyone's attention. She has stood up for Kirk in controversy after scandal for years. However, insiders claim that after supposedly learning of her husband's financial gains, she is now enraged and threatening divorce once more. Does Kirk have a history of embezzling $200,000? Was he finally caught red-handed by Jasmine? Above all, will Rasheeda eventually be able to walk? Permanently gone? This is about more than just money, so fasten your seatbelt. It concerns survival, treachery, and the potential demise of the Frost Empire. There have been controversies in the Atlanta gossip world before, but this one feels unique. This one seems larger. The blogs remained silent for weeks, concentrating on Carly Red's most recent shade or Jock's tumultuous romantic life. But with a single devastating claim, Jasmine Washington suddenly blew up the internet. Kirk Frost pilfered $200. Oh. Neither a magazine nor a news conference was the beginning. Interview. Like all contemporary controversies, it began with a mysterious Instagram tale. Jasmine shared a hazy screen grab of what seemed to be a bank statement. A red-circled withdrawal, $200,000. The screenshot went viral in a matter of minutes with the simple message, "Ask Kirk where this money went." It was seized by gossip bloggers, it was broken down in Twitter threads, and every pixel was examined by TikTok investigators. A dot. Jasmine doubled down by morning. With the comment, "You can play Daddy of the Year," she shared a photo of herself without makeup, her eyes swollen but defiant. But not with money that has been stolen. $20 is gone. Receipts are honest. Her comments were inundated by fans. Some are accusing her of lying, while others are yelling at her to retract the entire remark. However, whether or not she was believed, they kindled the fire. Insiders muttered. Kirk had a history of dubious financial transactions. Resurfaced are old suspicions that he had transferred funds during previous child support cases. When Jasmine attempted to approach cash years ago, rumors of his vanishing vanished. However, this time, Jasmine wasn't. She was simply furious and prepared for battle. According to one gossip website, Jasmine's camp sent them an anonymous email, a redacted PDF with the label Confidential Account Summary. It displayed a string of significant, inexplicable transfers over a period of 3 months. Particularly, one sentence was emphasized, a wire transfer of $200,000. Although the recipient's name was unclear, bloggers conjectured that it wasn't Jasmine or Rasheeda and that it wasn't connected to any reputable companies. What happened to it became the day's most important question. Rasheeda comes into play at that point. She has supported Kirk through controversy after scandal for years. His infidelity, his deception, and his humiliation of her in public. Admirers dragged her a lot because she was too faithful. But there was money this time. This was made public. Additionally, her brand was directly attacked by this. One insider claims that when Rasheeda discovered Jasmine's posts, she was taken by surprise. It is said that she phoned Kirk right away, seeking clarification. "You embarrass me over women. Now you embarrass me over money," the source said, she yelled. "Because you can't stop lying, you worry I'll lose all I've worked so hard to build." According to another leak, Rasheeda even confided in a close friend, saying, "This is it. I'm done, regardless of the 10th time, since I can't keep saving him, or the 100th. This is the final instance." Just that one line, "This is it," spread like wildfire, persuading admirers that a divorce was at last a possibility. Kirk, however, said nothing. No lifestyles, no Instagram posts, just quiet. Silence, however, simply made matters worse. Memes depicted him as a walking ATM without receipts, blogs dragged him, and fans made fun of him, with the tagline, "Stealing. Play money or real money?" Kirk was shown clutching a Monopoly board in one of the most popular TikToks. We'll never know. Celebrities also started to weigh in. On his radio, young Jock, who never missed an opportunity to make fun of others, chuckled. $200K show. Man, my wife has to contact me before I can withdraw even $200 from my account. His co-hosts burst out laughing, and fans made the video viral. As usual, Carly Red caused a commotion when she shared a photo with the comment, "Money talks, lies, walk." Although she never verified it, fans immediately thought it was about Kirk. Then this purported audio leak appeared. An insider close to Jasmine allegedly left a voicemail for a gossip writer. According to a man's voice on the muted video, Kirk remarked, "If the money is mine first, it's not theft." The harm was immediate, whether it was genuine or not. Fans accused Kirk of being conceited, deluded, and the year's worst fraudster. By dusk, Twitter memes featuring Rasheeda carrying divorce papers were dominated by hashtags like Kirk stolen $20,000 and redaled. In one edit, her store included a going out of patience sale sign, but Jasmine herself delivered what was arguably the most damaging blow. Her son could be seen in the background when she went live, gazing at the camera. Her tone broke as she stated, "This wasn't just money. It was money intended for our child, and he stole it. I prepared all the receipts, but he would deny it." Support from fans poured into the comments. She was accused by some of taking advantage of the situation. However, in less than an hour, the live stream had more than 2,000 views. Cliffhanger. One last bombshell was teased by Jasmine just before she logged out. Rasheeda is complicit in it as well, which is why she won't abandon him this time. You guys aren't even aware of the half. The internet went crazy after that. Was Rasheeda involved, or was Jasmine only stoking the flames to burn them both? Atlanta awoke to mayhem once more the next day. When noon arrived, Jasmine fulfilled her promise to drop the complete receipts in a way that no one had anticipated. She released more than simply screenshots, using the comment, "Y'all wanted proof. Here it is." She posted a link to the whole Dropbox folder on her Instagram bio. "Don't say I didn't warn you." According to reports, the folder had email threads, text messages, and bank statements. Before it was removed, fans hurried to click, and within minutes, screen captures and snippets went viral throughout TikTok and Twitter. One of the screenshots appeared to be an overview of a Chase account. The wire transfer of $200,000 to recipient Rennie R. Eyes, shown by the highlighted line. Fans only needed that. The rumors about a mysterious woman suddenly erupted into a full-fledged story. Did Rennie Rochchi, a rapper, receive the money? The internet went crazy. Comments poured in. Oh, so Kirk is now paying Rennie Rochchi behind her back. This clarifies everything. How much more can you take, Rasheeda girl? Immediately, other websites rushed to the conclusion that Kirk was supposedly giving Rennie hush money. Some said it was a commercial investment, but there was no denying the link. The leaked file included Rennie's name, or at least Rennie R., right there. In the afternoon, Rennie shared a mysterious Instagram tale. "You guys are hilarious. Fans weren't buying. Your phony receipts, so keep my name out." Internet users posted screenshots of her driving a brand new foreign vehicle with the comment, "We see where the $200,000 went." Rasheeda's quiet, meanwhile, grew unbearable. Usually, she would at least provide a boutique update or brand promotion, but this time, nothing. Rumor had it that Rasheeda was in meltdown mode and had entirely disappeared from social media. There were no photos to support the blog's assertion that she was seen outside the Atlanta office of a divorce lawyer. Nevertheless, the rumor alone was sufficient to feed hashtags like ChalkFree and ChalkHerRasheedale. When Jasmine uploaded another video, that night of her sitting in her car with her phone to the camera, things really got out of hand. She perused the purported text conversations that she and Kirk had exchanged. In one, Kirk allegedly wrote, "I'll get it back to you. Just don't say nothing to her." Jasmine replied, "And y'all still think I'm lying?" As she glanced into the lens. Was he stealing? Was he lying? Rasheeda is aware that the final section was sent. Shock waves across the crowd. Was Jasmine attempting to bring Rasheeda into the situation, or was she suggesting that Rasheeda had been involved all along? In any case, it was successful because within an hour, Rasheeda was aware that it was trending. Then, the most shocking leak of all occurred, a purported recording. The man who sounded uncannily similar to Kirk stated, "She don't need to know. Nothing. And what the YouTuber said was audio of Kirk speaking to a female acquaintance. As long as I maintain the correct amount, she won't ever verify. That's his voice, fans cried out in the crazier comments. He is that. Others contended that it could have been an AI-generated incident, but the harm was done, therefore public. Opinion was skewed. This isn't even the worst of it, Jasmine said as she concluded her final live performance of the evening. Double the amount. Another transfer you're all unaware of. Do you think $200,000 is bad? Wait till you see the next one. That line ignited the internet. Was Kirk concealing an additional $400,000? Cliffhanger. While fans were debating online, a gossip site issued an unsubstantiated tip. Was Jasmine feigning to stay in the news, or did she actually have another bombshell hidden away? There were no images or proof, only rumors, but the story was obvious. Rasheeda had already packed up and departed the Frost house. By this point, the controversy had reached a nuclear level and was only becoming larger. Levels. Jasmine's last. Remarks from her live performance were much more sloppy than the $200,000 receipts that were revealed. You guys are unaware of another transfer that doubled the amount, pushed the commotion into a frenzy, and made it seem like it was more than simply $200,000. Blogs quickly went with the headline, which was about a potential $600,000 scandal that might blow the Frost marriage and brand sky high. Timelines were swamped with memes asking if Kirk had stolen $600,000. One of the most popular ones said, Kirk couldn't even stay faithful with women. He is now also unable to maintain financial faithfulness. Another shared a picture of Rasheeda, in tears on love and hip-hop with the remark, remembering that $60K that's missing. But then the twist appeared. Everybody was anticipating Rasheeda. Rasheeda finally spoke up. Later that night, she shared a photo of herself at her favorite business on Instagram with a thoughtfully crafted statement. I've supported my family through storms you guys aren't even aware of, but enough is enough, the message said. Avoid playing with me. Don't mess with my children. Don't mess with my brand either. Kirk was not specifically mentioned by her. Didn't fans understood precisely what she meant when she brought up Jasmine? The comments were immediately overflowing. Get a divorce, queen. Set yourself free, sis. Stop allowing him to drag you. According to insiders, Kirk was incensed at the tweet. One source claims that he yelled at Rasheeda as he left their Atlanta home. You just murdered me publicly. I can't believe you selected her side. According to a different story, Rasheeda retaliated. You killed yourself the minute you touched that money. Jasmine, meantime, wasn't slowing down. With a recent Instagram story that included a portion of another bank record, she strengthened her accusations of duplicate transfers. The amount was not $200,000 this time. The amount was $400,000. This the one y'all ain't ready for. Fans lost it, the post said. If accurate, thus, Kirk had transferred a total of $600,000. What was the source of all this money? Where was it heading? During another webcast, Jasmine hinted to the solution. Let's suppose it was successful in keeping some individuals silent. Be surprised. Who is compensated for remaining faithful? Hundreds of conspiracy theories were started by just one phrase. Fans conjectured that Kirk was giving money to a woman. Others thought he was concealing assets so Rasheeda wouldn't see them in the event of a divorce. According to some crazy postings, he was even laundering money through unidentified side ventures. Regardless of the reality, Kirk was portrayed in the story as not just dubious, but even criminal. After Funk Master Flex called him the Bernie Madoff of love and hip-hop on Hot 97 and clowned him on live TV for stealing 60 Rasheeda, the industry started to respond. When he gave Jasmine that kid, you ought to have departed. Even rapper Lil Scrappy made fun of men who lack commitment or a hairline in an Instagram post. According to reports, Rasheeda, who was stranded in the storm, met with divorce attorneys, once again. Although the images were blurry, paparazzi-style websites claimed to have seen her outside of an attorney's office in Buckhead. Nevertheless, admirers were excited by the notion that she was at last sincere about leaving Kirk. Kirk, however, wasn't going down quietly. He made the unusual decision to go live on Instagram while sitting in his car and seemed anxious. He said to the audience, "You guys are believing falsehoods. Jasmine is resentful, angry, and fabricating figures. I don't even have $600,000 like that, man. He chuckled uneasily. However, fans weren't persuaded. He was constantly pulled by the remarks, untruthful, display the statements. So, Kirk, where's the money? Then there was another twist. An enigmatic story revealed what appeared to be a correspondence between Kirk and an individual with the initials RR. At first, they thought it was Rennie Rochchi once more. Kirk allegedly added, "Keep your head up," in the email. Low. Don't reply. To anyone. I'll send the rest shortly. The leak, whether authentic or fake, went viral. Nee eventually retaliated in public, going live to refute all of the claims. I have never taken any money from that individual. With these phony receipts, you guys are crazy. However, trolls flooded her comments with thanks for the wire and $600,000 queen as she was speaking. Her name was already linked to the issue, even if she was innocent. Jasmine, meantime, further agitated the situation by implying that Rasheeda was not entirely innocent. Jasmine grinned and remarked, "You guys think she doesn't know?" On one of her lives. Fans quickly jumped on, accusing her of knowing. Please, she'd been knowing. She'll simply care more about maintaining that image than keeping things true. Cliffhanger, Rasheeda of hiding behind Kirk 2, Savor brand and boutique. As midnight drew near, a fresh rumor surfaced that rocked the fan base. Mona Scott Young was allegedly getting ready to record a special sit-down episode in which Jasmine, Kirk, and Rasheeda would confront the issue on camera. The thought of the three of them together in one room threw supporters into a frenzy. Would Jasmine eventually reveal the ultimate receipts live on national television? Was it real? Would Rasheeda really consent to it? Insiders claim that Mona Scott Young had already made an irresistible offer to Jasmine, Kirk, and Rasheeda, and that the rumors that she was manipulating strings escalated into a full-fledged production leak. An exclusive sit-down special to make everything plain, but everyone understood it was more about ratings than clarity. For Atlanta's love and hip-hop scene, a controversy this combustible was gold, and Mona was eager to document every bit of the drama. According to a source close to Rasheeda, she first objected, telling producers, "I'm not going to sit in a room with Jasmine and let her play in my face. This is no longer simply television. This is my marriage, my money, and my actual existence." The promise of narrative control and a huge salary, however, were purportedly offered by the producers. "Rasheeda, you can express your viewpoint. You may correct the record." She reluctantly consented. Jasmine, on the other hand, was thrilled, viewing the sit-down as her final opportunity to demonstrate that she was telling the truth. She added in a mysterious tweet, "Some people hide receipts me. I let them go. In 4,000. Fans understood precisely what she meant, but Kirk found himself in a tight spot, according to insiders. "This ain't TV drama no more," he told Mona when he first rejected the proposal. "This is lawful. I will not implicate myself on video." However, Mona, the mastermind, is said to have ordered him, "Please show your face. If you don't show up, you look guilty." Kirk apparently gave in when word of the sit-down emerged online, saying, "Even if you deny everything, it's caught between silence and humiliation." Supporters went crazy. Twitter was overtaken by hashtags like Dr. Kirk on trial and Jasmine vs. Rhea. Using dramatic courtroom music, one popular TikTok made fun of the possible reunion. On the day of filming, the leaks from the set were immediate, along with the caption, "Judge Mona presiding." Rasheeda was wearing a bold black dress in a hazy shot, seated in flaming scarlet across from Jasmine. Between them, Kirk sat with his face buried in his phone, clearly uncomfortable. The internet was disrupted by the image alone. The confrontation was a complete mess, according to on-set murmurs. Jasmine didn't spend time. She produced a "Since you all believe I'm lying, here's every statement and every transfer. Dollar to owe $400,000. Try $600,000. All him," he yelled, slamming the folder onto the table. Rasheeda allegedly slammed her hands on the table after exploding. "I started my brand from scratch, so why are you attacking me as though I stole your money?" Jasmine said, "You sit here defending a thief while he robs both of us blind. I don't need your drama." Kirk said, "You knew Rasheeda. Don't act like you didn't. The tension was unbearable." She was clout chasing, but Rasheeda interrupted him. in the middle of her statement, shouting, "Shut up, Kirk! This is all bullshit, dude. I'm sick of protecting you." The crew allegedly gasped, and Mona's cameras immediately zoomed in. Online fans conjectured endlessly about what more may have happened. According to several websites, Jasmine really played a lengthier, more lucid version of the purported Kirk tape during the sit-down, in which Kirk's voice is heard saying, "I had to move the money before she saw it. Don't worry, she won't. Verify." The claims. If they are accurate, celebs have added more. "It's not 60 missing, Chili," tweeted Saucy Santana. "I can't even hold on to my funds of $600. Another questionable remark about males dragging women down financially was liked by Cardi B. As Young Jock intensified his radio program, he said, "Dude, Kirk isn't even a con artist. He is a careless con artist. If you've moved 60, go. Avoid being caught." In an untidy Instagram live, Mama D even weighed in, singing a rework of her well-known quote, "I deserve better than a scammer." Within hours of the video becoming viral, there were unsubstantiated rumors that Rasheeda had left the Frost residence after